And welcome back to Subculture. Well, it is turning into that time of year where we start to turn our attention towards the fat man in the red suit. Yes, Christmas is coming along, and one of the productions that we're looking forward to in Melbourne this year is A Very Naughty Christmas, which is happening at the Alex Theatre in St Kilda. And we thought today we would get one of the members of the cast from A Very Naughty Christmas on the phone to chat a little bit about it. Welcome to the program, Tim Paige.
Oh, thanks for having me.
So, Tim, tell us a little bit about A Very Naughty Christmas. What can we expect from this amazing show?
Well, I think expect the unexpected is probably the best advice I could give everyone. It is celebrating all things Christmas, but as you hear in the title, it is a little bit naughty, so you might not leave thinking of your favourite Christmas carols in the same way as you did when you came in.
So, Tim, tell us a little bit about your role, because you've got a very, very special role. So tell us about your role as part of the show.
Well, I feel like I've been in training for this role maybe my entire life. Eating all the pies, eating all the chips, drinking a lot of eggnog. I am playing Santa in the production. I also became a father at the end of last year, so, Father Christmas. But yeah, I'm playing the man with a bag, or sack, as we like to say at A Very Naughty Christmas.
So how did you get involved with this show?
So it was an audition process for this particular production. It's a show that's been running in Brisbane now for 7 years, so it's a tried and true model. And we basically did a few rounds of auditions, lots of dancing, lots of singing, a lot of improv. There's a lot of audience interaction in the show. Nothing too scary, all a lot of fun, a bit tongue in cheek. And so we did a lot of that sort of work beforehand, and they just needed to make sure that they got the cast sort of in the right order, I guess. It's a variety show, so sort of expect the unexpected, but also expect to see some really, really talented individuals up there on the stage. That's not me tooting my own horn. That's my fellow cast members. They're doing some pretty extraordinary work. There's some of the best dancing that you will see on any Melbourne stage, as well as singing. It's just and accompanied by some incredible musicians.
So going back 7 years ago, tell us a little bit about that start. What was it that sparked that start for the show?
Well, Alex Woodward, our producer, I think he talks a lot about theatre being accessible for everybody, and he wanted to create something that you might not necessarily see on the main stage, at that time. So theatre that was non-threatening, that was a lot of fun, that wasn't, irreverent. That is irreverent. It doesn't hold itself too seriously. It's not. Not knocking any of the productions that are on at the moment, but this really fills a gap in the market for, it's something that you can take anyone to, someone who says, oh, I don't like theatre. This is the perfect show to take them to, because they'll hear pop songs, they'll see, like I said, amazing dancing, a lot of jokes, and, a lot of great Christmas content.
Now, our show goes Australia-wide, so I should point out that it is on in Brisbane at the moment, right through until December the 20th, and then it's on the Gold Coast on December 23rd, and it's also on in Melbourne from the 7th to the 23rd of December as well. So there's a lot of chances to go out and see it. But I have to ask, Tim, is this for the whole family, or is it not for the whole family?
Great question, Dave. Look, mate, it is an 18-plus show. So that's what So even though Christmas is in the title, don't bring the kids. Leave the kids at home, get a sitter, have a few rosés or beers beforehand, and rock on in.
So how has the show evolved over the years? Tell us a little bit about that as well, because I'm guessing there's been a little bit of an evolution there as the show has gone on each year.
Yeah, absolutely. The show is designed to be quite specific to the year's events. So, 7 years ago, obviously the news cycle was different to what it is today. And, the scenes keep evolving. This production in Melbourne has quite a politically correct bent to it, and poking a bit of fun at that throughout the way. So, yeah, there's current issues that we work into the show. A lot of topical jokes about various companies, not mentioning any big networks that shorted out recently, but there's a few sort of a few sort of jokes in there that people will realise and recognise. The show is constantly evolving, and we're trying to make it relevant for each year. There's a Christmas address that Santa does in this show, and it's very specific to 2023. So yeah, that's sort of the way. Try and keep it as current as possible. A few pop songs that you recognise, and yeah, that kind of thing.
So for you personally, what do you get out of the show? Like, what do you enjoy most about being part of this show?
Oh, it's been honestly some of the hardest work that I have done in quite a long time, but it's just the holistic nature of the show. Like, we are dancing, we're singing, we're improvising, we're acting, we're feeding off an audience, feeding off the live musicians, interacting with... The set is just stunning. It's absolutely incredible. But there's no one who isn't involved, from our production crew right through, to the audience. The audience are another character in this show. So it's for me, it's pretty much the most alive I've ever felt on stage, and so that's sort of what I get out of it. It's I've never done heroin, but I imagine it's close to the same rush. It's pretty electric.
With so much going on, like you said, singing, dancing, improv, that must be a bit of a test for you. Like you said before, it's been hard work. How do you get through it each night?
Yeah. Look, Santa is probably a bit lucky in that regard. Like, the cast that I'm performing with are all quite fit, musically theatre trained people that have, done their study. I studied as an actor and work sort of more in the acting, singing sort of improv space. So Santa gets away with being a bit old and crusty, and I am both of those things in comparison to the rest of the cast. But it really is feeding off that audience energy. And I think within the first 5 minutes, it's very clear the show that you've come to see. And yeah, people just go wild. They love it. And once that happens, you're home and hosed. The Dr. Theatre, we call it. Dr. Theatre kicks in and it'll get you through anything.
Awesome. So once again, for our listeners out there, if you're in Melbourne, Very Naughty Christmas is on from December 7th to the 23rd, and you can grab tickets right now from the website. If you're on the Gold Coast, there is a performance on December the 23rd, and if you're in Brisbane, the show is on right now. And we'll put a link up on our subcultureentertainment.com website to where you can grab those tickets. From Tim, to finish off, what would you like to say to people out there who are thinking about heading along and checking out A Very Naughty Christmas?
It is unlike any other Christmas show you have ever seen and are likely to see. Honestly, I challenge anyone not to laugh multiple times. And like I said, if you haven't come to theatre before, if you're looking for a work Christmas party, a hen's night, stag do, anything like that, and you haven't organised it, this is the perfect event for you.